Welcome, this is Domondo, and this is a guide for Purify the Veil, a tactical RPG on Android and iOS. This is our advanced guide teaching how to get your characters from normal difficulty to mythic difficulty. If you do need help on normal, make sure to check out our Getting Started guide. It's on the same YouTube channel. So let's get right into it. The main way to make your character stronger is sacrificing some characters so your main ones get more powerful. So we will show you how to do that. You click on the altar right here. You do need level 40 characters in your barracks to be able to sacrifice. So if you do have that, click on the sacrifice button right here. Now there's a bunch of different things you can sacrifice for. The first thing you can sacrifice for is stats. So you do need a high score and a stat to be able to sacrifice for it. This character has only high enough growth to be able to sacrifice for. So I could click on growth, sacrifice this character, make a scroll, then I can increase another character's growth by 1. You can do the same sort of thing with skills. You can click on any skill, sacrifice for that skill. Now, the nice thing about skills is the skills are not locked by class, so you can give any character any skill. So you can really create synergistic or creative builds. And you can also sacrifice for the strong against weapon types or weak against weapon types. So again, if I click on sword, I can teach another character to be strong against sword. Now, I do like having multiple weak types on a character, so if I go into a level and say all the enemies have hammers, I can switch this to be weak against a certain type. Now, I'd say the most important thing is inheritance. So if you sacrifice for inheritance, you can make other characters +1, +2, and so forth, increasing all their stats and vastly increasing their max HP. So if you find you're getting one shot quite often, you're going to want to try and sacrifice a different character to increase yours. Now there is a catch, because you can only inherit to other characters with the same strong against type. So if I sacrifice this character, I can only increase another character who is strong against sword. Now you'll obviously need quite a few heroes to be able to sacrifice, and you recruit them with gold. So we'll kind of go over a couple ways to get gold. One way is through bounties, so you can click here. These are very straightforward, so you can kill monsters and get gold. If you complete all the bounties, they refresh, and you can do this indefinitely. So that's a really good way to get gold. A faster way to get gold, if you leave here, let's go to a level, is our weekly quests. So if you click on quests here, click on weekly quests. These quests can give you up to 1,000 gold, so it's a really quick way to get the gold you need. They are harder to complete and can only be done once a week. Remember, when we do recruit these new characters, they are lower level. The fastest way to level them up is through the character quests. Now, there is no level requirement on items. So you can pass your good items to your lower level characters and increase the difficulty to something that fits. Now, if your difficulty if you can't increase the difficulty high enough, you might be getting kind of drops that are not going to use, not very good for your characters anymore. If that's the case, you can crush them for sand and use that sand to buy stuff on the bazaar. So we'll show you that. So if you go into your inventory, let's click on an item that we're not going to use and click on the trash icon. So if we crush an item, you can get sand from it. Now you can use that sand. Let's go back to town. Let's go to our bazaar right here, and you can use that sand to buy items that you would use, more powerful ones. Now, if you do have more powerful items and you want to make them stronger, the first way is to start raising their efficiency. So you do that by combining multiple of the same items together. So let's go into our blacksmith. Let's combine items together, and let's click these daggers here. Let's combine 3 of them together. So if we do that, we create a dagger with 2 efficiency. So you can go up to 100 efficiency. 100 efficiency would double the damage on the dagger. So let's take a look here, and let's find that dagger. There he is. So it raised our damage a bit on that dagger. So if we equip that dagger, we can see with that dagger our damage is 312 right now. Let's take that dagger off. We can make it even stronger. So another way to increase the quality of items is through gems. Now, one thing you have to remember on gems is gems don't like increase the item, they increase your character. So, for example, you can put a damage gem in an armor item and it'll still increase your damage even though the armor doesn't. So it's kind of neat. Let's go to our jeweler. Let's put a gem in an item. There's our efficiency 2 dagger right there. Let's find our best gem of damage and we'll put that guy in there. Okay, let's go back into a level and we'll put on that dagger. And our damage went up to 320, so pretty neat. And the next way is to enhance the weapons. So these are a bit more rare, but once you get weapon enhanced scrolls, you go to your blacksmith. Oh, we're gonna have to make sure that weapon is in our inventory. So let's take it off right now. Let's go to our blacksmith with the weapon you want in your inventory. Use a scroll. Scroll of weapon enhance, that's what we want to use. Let's find our efficiency 2 dagger there. Yep. And we made it +1. It can go up or down, but once it's at 0 it has to go up, obviously. So let's go take a look again. So that dagger's damage went all the way up to 151. So we got our damage up to 346. As you can see, even small increases really start adding up. Now, those weapon enhanced scrolls are a bit rarer. One of the ways to get them is in some of the hidden areas. You can get different characters, recruit different characters in hidden areas. There's lots of stuff to find there, so keep your eye out for areas you can't get to. And then the last way to make your character more powerful is getting legendary items. So you get legendary items by using a scroll of legendary seal on them. Those scrolls are quite rare. The easiest way to get them probably is from dragons as drops, but they are very rare drops. Now, if you're like looking at which items or which monsters drop what item, there's also a way to find that out. So if you click on your settings here, click on your journal here, click on your enemies, and click on an enemy. So this will show the drops of that enemy. Now these drops are only filled in once you've got it dropped at least once for that enemy. It can really help you remember, like, oh, I want a knife, let's go farm these bloodthirsty zombies. So those are the tips to get your character farming Mythic difficulty. If I've missed anything or you have any questions, either leave a comment or email me. My email is in the YouTube About section. Otherwise, I hope to see you on the leaderboards at Sky City.